Michael from myrod.com. If you're a subscriber to our channel, you know that my son and I buy and sell some of the rarest, finest, hardest to find vintage Mustangs in all the land. In fact, if you'll go to our website, myrod.com, you can see some of the cars you've missed out on. And if you sign up for inventory updates, perhaps you'll be our next buyer for one of our super hard to find, super rare, high quality vintage Mustangs. I've got 3 of them behind me right here. 2 of them are GT K-code fastbacks, factory GT K-code fastbacks. And the 3rd is a rare pre-GT, an early 65 with all the GT options before there was a GT. But today's video is about this stunning Sapphire Blue GT K-code fastback. Just look at it. Okay, so I don't know about you, but to Tyler and I, this is one of the most stunning K-code fastbacks we've ever seen. We've had some this nice, but never in Sapphire Blue. This color is just absolutely breathtaking. So naturally, this was a special order car. And part of that special order was the special order paint. Now, how do you know you have a special order paint car? Well, in the case of this car, you've got to look at the door trim tag. Come check it out with me. Okay, so here is the door trim tag. Now, in order to completely rely on the door trim tag, it has to be a factory original, 50-plus-year-old, installed by Ford door trim tag, and that's what we have right here. Now notice where it says color, it's absolutely blank. Now look over to the DSO where you normally see 2 digits, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. So we have a blank color code and a 6-digit DSO where you would normally only see 2, and we have a factory Ford trim tag from 1966. So we're looking at a true Sapphire Blue Mustang. Okay, so we've established that this is a true special order Sapphire Blue car, but that's just part of what was special ordered in this car. It was also special ordered as a GT and a K-code HiPo. This is a 3-layer cake, if you will, but that's not all. It was also special ordered with options over the top, including a deluxe black pony interior. Come see what all's involved in that. It's a lot. Okay, so what do you get with a deluxe interior, AKA pony interior? Well, you get a lot, starting with the embossed ponies on the seat material and the really cool tuck and row. I love that. Tuck and row is repeated on the special door cards, which are unique to this pony interior, and the special door pull handles, which are also unique to this car, and the special safety lights that are built into the doors, all unique to the deluxe interior. And you get the simulated wood grain on the dash and the deluxe simulated wood steering wheel. So it's really quite a bit that you get. Now, this car, in addition to the pony interior, has some other options. It's got the full console. It's got an AM 8-track stereo. Very cool. Now, that included speakers in the doors. Very unique and something that you rarely ever seen. So it's a very high option, very special car, and it just continues to please the eyeballs inside and outside. Okay, so I said this is a 3-layer cake car. It's actually 4. So you've got a special order color, you've got a factory GT, you've got a factory HiPo, K-code, and you've got an option-loaded car. This is a 4-layer cake if there ever was one. Now, the option that really matters out of all those options, obviously, is the HiPo K-code option. Come take a look at this engine bay. Man, oh man, this is what dreams are made of in the world of vintage Mustangs. Check this out. Now, there are a lot of things that make this a HiPo K-code, and everything matters and counts. And everything on this car is factory correct. It's a VIN matching block, and all the components are true to a HiPo. I want to do a deep dive on that for the purposes of this video because we still have a lot of ground to cover with our test drive video. But just look at this beauty. The first thing you immediately notice in this car is the raspy sound of that HiPo 289 mechanical lifter engine. I mean, you can just tell it wants to rev. It wants to wrap up. Perfectly willing to do so. That's why people love these cars. I mean, these are happy little engines, these little 289 HiPos. I mentioned the automatic being different. It's a more heavy-duty automatic. You'll see a little C on the servo plate, and it was really designed for truck applications, but it's more heavy-duty, and it allows you to get the performance out of this engine. It's well mated to this high-performance engine, and nothing like the factory regular C4 transmission. Wow. Okay, I know that this is a 54, thereabouts-year-old car, but that's fast. That's fast. I'm going to say maybe not by today's fast standards, but believe me, in 1966, this car was lightning fast. Wow, that's fun. This thing will swallow up traffic, no problem. You know, one of the things I love about the 65, 66 Mustang is they're nimble. They've got the right power to weight ratio. Car was lighter and it was well matched with the horsepower of this engine. That's why Carroll Shelby chose it. It just made perfect little race cars. In fact, we were talking about this color earlier. This sapphire blue was one of the colors that Carroll Shelby offered on his GT 350s. He used this car, this platform, for all his GT 350 builds, and he offered this color. That's pretty cool. Now, this is not the only non-Shelby sapphire blue car. There are others, but they're rare. And another way to confirm that, other than the trim tag, which I talked about earlier, is you can, when you're restoring these cars, you can find out what the original color paint was when you start removing parts, and that's what was done on this one. But beyond that, the original owners are known people, and they document themselves that this is a factory sapphire blue car. So I love that. The Provenance, that along with the original Ford dealer and factory documents, are bulletproof Provenance, and the car itself speaks for itself. All the numbers are here that should be here. So this car, this really is an American treasure. And oh my gosh, is it ever fun. So we're going highway speeds, and when you step on it, well, let's just say it'll go fast. What a car. The engineers at Ford built a Hall of Fame car when they built the K-code. I mean, they did everything they could do with all the right tweaks. Mechanically, this is a complete different car than a regular Mustang. And with their tweaks, with this body, it was a world-class car. And it did big things back in the day. And today it's sought after like hidden treasure. And it is his hidden treasure. One of the coolest things by far to ever come out of Detroit, for sure. You know, I mentioned earlier that this is a very high option car, and it is, but I probably forgot 4 or 5 options. Sitting here, I realized I forgot the rally pack. That's a pretty cool option. And of course, it has style steel wheels and red line tires. So this car had, I believe, just about every single option you could get with a HiPo. Now, with a HiPo, you can't get power steering or air conditioning. So those are luxury options that would have detracted from the goal of the performance objectives of the car. Love it. Okay, really rough railroad tracks here. You know, I have guys asking me all the time, 4-speed or automatic, which is more valuable? Which one do you prefer? Personally, most of the time, I prefer a 4-speed. And as far as which is more valuable, really neither. I'd say about 60% of my buyers prefer 4 speeds and about 40% automatics. So to the automatic guys, the automatic's more valuable. To the 4-speed guys, the 4-speed is more valuable. But when it comes to K-codes, do not think for 1 second that the automatic is not going to be fun. The automatic is serious fun in a HiPo, especially a HiPo that's right, like this car. Serious fun. I can't think of a 4-speed guy that wouldn't enjoy that. This is incredible. Okay, so that's it for the test drive. So what is my opinion of this car? Well, my opinion is this is an American treasure. This car right here. It not only is it serious eye candy, it's got incredible provenance. It's real, it's authentic, it's correct, it's in concours condition. It's got everything going for it that you'd want in a classic vintage American Mustang. I absolutely love it. That's what I think about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the test drive. If you enjoyed the test drive, please click like, subscribe, ring the bell, and come back often to myrod.com and check out what my son and I are doing with these cool vintage cars. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, adios. It's on the way back to California from myrod.com.